All right. Sorry for the late video. Tuesday, actually, it's technically Wednesday morning, but Tuesday event day. So we'll start with uh, the killer skill. So previous Master Collection Ultra Rare will be Noble Killer, and then the new one will be Arcane, and then anyone who has a fully evolved Legend Relic will now be able to ascend them. I do not have one that's fully evolved yet, so I don't know what this means. But they do say that it's in some of the explanation that it's going to be quite powerful. It's going to be pretty much a game changer. And then they're going to be changing rune crates in the upcoming Affinity Raid bosses. And they're going to be changing the jackpot crates in the main ultra packs. So we'll see how that works. Reminder, Light Slayer will be the next event. And it has been rumored that Hellboy is part of that. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so we'll start with the event card itself. So these are honored. So we'll create 4 Earth Gem 1s. And if there are 5 or more stacks of Grail active, this effect will last for 1 extra turn. There are speculations that does this mean that it's going to do it twice? I'm assuming possibly yes. So we'll have to see what happens. Thorns. This is a nasty, nasty buff. This will piss you off. This will kill you. This will destroy you. You will hate this. The only way to get around it, do not attack. Wait for it to eventually go away before you do any type of attack. Make no gym matches. That'll do any type of an attack. So that's the event card. Then we'll go down to the support card, which I can only speculate what will be, what it is at a 10-star, or 10-star, 6-star. Creates 4 Earth Gems and adds 2 stacks of Grail for the next 3 turns. So basically, for this deck to work, you're going to have 2 of these cards at all times, and they seem to stack on top of each other. So Grails will heal for 20% of team recovery. I'm going to guess that as this goes, it's going to go from 4 Earth Gems to 5 Earth Gems, and then we'll add 3 stacks of Grail for the next 3 turns. Grail heals for 20% of team recovery per stack. Each turn will activate. And its duration is refreshed with each stack that is added, so it's just going to keep going and going every time you activate it. So since it's got a 2-turn cooldown, you can constantly go back and forth. I expect this to go up to 25 or 30%. And when that happens, as long as you got these 2 cards going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, you're going to be constantly healing yourself, constantly doing a small amount of attack, and you're going to keep the stat going. And when Grail expires, it will create a Power Gem 3 for every stack that you had stacked up. So if you had 15 stacks stacked up, that's 15 Power Gem 3s. So, yeah. Potential for this to be a very, very, very powerful card. It is possible. I doubt it. but it's possible for that to upgrade from a Power Gem 3 to a Power Gem 4. We'll dispel Judgment. Judgment will hurt you if you are healing yourself. So every time you do something that heals you, you take damage. This deck is going to be a joke without this card right here. The reason why is because it dispels chaos. Chaos resets the board, and if you are trying to do stacks to build stuff up and it just keeps resetting and resetting and resetting and resetting, it's going to piss you off. So we'll see how it works. Creates 3 Power Gem 2s and adds 4 stacks of Grail for the next 3 turns. So basically this will add stacks of Grail as well as your support card. And then of course Arcane Killer. Then your Master Collection, collection card. Will create 4 Earth Power Gem 4s and increase your attack by up to 30% for 1 turn. If there's 5 or more stacks of Grail active, both of these effects will last for an extra turn. So does that mean that it's going to go twice? I'm assuming yes. I don't know. We'll see. This one also dispels thorns, which is kind of cool. And then your ultimate form card creates 4 Power Gem 4s and increases your commander attack by 30%. If there are 5 or more stacks of Grail active, both effects last for an extra turn. And then it adds 4 stacks of Grail for the next turn. Creates the ultimate gem. It also will increase skill points by 10, and it dispels thorns as well. So that is a nice little addition. Past Ultimate, I don't know if anyone has this. I did not even look. This would be the card to have. Creates 4 Earth Power Gem 4s and 3 Earth Power Gem 2s, and then adds the Swarm buff for 1 turn, which delays the enemy's turn counter. So since it does that, it also adds 2 Earth Power Gem 4s on top of that. So they should have worded this a little bit better. They're not very good at it. So by the time it's all said and done, it creates 6 Earth Power Gem 4s, 3 Earth Power Gem 2s, and then delays the enemy's turn counter by 1. And dispels Weaken, which doesn't look like it's going to make any difference. Not to mention it increases its own skill points by 10 every time it attacks. So, yeah, that's a gem spawning bitch. That's 9 power gems off of 1 card. Holy crap. Nice. Nice. Let's see. Past event heroes. I've only ever messed with 2 of these, and I don't know how the other one works. I've had this one before, and I have the support card still, and I have some relics for this event. This is a nuke card. What's cool about it? 9 charge rate, 1 turn cooldown, and it's going to continue to hit for a lot of damage. This card was quite powerful. It is a Gen 2, but it does do quite well. This was the support card for this event. Just creates 2 Earth Gems now and for the next 2 turns, plus 1 for every 20 God intensity rounded down. And then passively it heals for 5% if you're missing HP every turn. And this card is actually one that I wouldn't mind having. It is a Gem Destroyer and a Nuke card. And it dispels thorns as well. So it will help you dispel thorns. It'll destroy all non-Earth gems and attacks for 1500% of the attack. So it's not much, but it's something. Those are your event cards. Some other options. Of course, past event card. Definitely want to think about using if you have any of them. I mean, Kokopelli alone will put 8 Earth Gems and heals for 5,000%. If health is an issue, just one alone is enough. This one is a Power Gem spawner, by all means. This one is also a Power Gem spawner, just as it sets. It's only 4 Power Gems, but still Power Gems. This was the support card. He will create 5 Earth Gems now and for the next turn, and increase your recovery by 5%. And then passively heals for 25% each time you attack. This is the one that I have 2 relics for, so I'll be putting lots of gems on the board. If you want to use if you have enough relics to get your corrupt intensity up, this is a Power Gem 4 spawner. It'll do 2 Power Gem 4s plus 1, or sorry, 2 Earth Power Gem 4s and 2 per 100 corrupt intensity. So it is able to do it. Let's see. Any of the gem falls. Oh, she's also a gem destroyer. That was her other thing. She's a gem destroyer as well too. The mummy's the one I'm debating on. Go ahead and finish evolving. It's 1 Earth Power Gem 1 and 1 for every 20 stacks of corrupt. I do have 2 corrupt relics. I really wish I had more. Just for the simple fact of if I can go long enough, this little jewel right here will put a ton of power gems on the board for everyone to use. Later in the game, I may end up, I don't know, I may use this card. I haven't decided yet. That's one I'm seriously contemplating. This is a Nuke card. It'll also revive you. I don't have a whole lot of green commanders. This one just delays the enemy's counter and for 1 turn and increases your attack for 2 turns. Nothing real special. So, but Dojin's Axe will be very well welcomed in this event. If you have a Claymore that you can inspire Earth, that'll help your attack. The Ceremonial Mask is going to be a good one for you. If you are using the Gem Full deck, you have the Sweet Tooth. If you're using Eleanor, or in my case, the Royal Guard, the Harbinger Partisan is the two relics I have. If you have the Clairvoyant Blade, that's going to automatically do for your any of your God cards. So if you have any of that original God deck, wrong one. Again. So that's from this deck, but since these are all gods, it will also work for them. So current setup I have right now, I will get right off the bat whatever's on the board, +5 for the ceremonial mask, 4 for the blade, and then 4 for each one of those, and a power gem for Dojin's axe. So that's 12. Wow, 17, 18. I got a guaranteed 18 gems plus 1, 2, 3, plus 4 power gem 3. You have power gem 3, right? Power gem 3. And you are also power gem 2. And power gem 2. So you're a power gem 3, correct? Make sure I'm not making a liar out of me. Yep, power gem 3. So 2 power gem 3s and 3 power gem 2s right off the bat, plus the 18 regular gems, plus whatever's on the board. I'll be one key killing everything for quite a while with what I currently have setting here. I'm good with that. And this is not even using an event card yet. I could possibly take out one of the Masawis and put in the event card once it's there, so I get a ×10 commander jewel on the board. But other than that, no biggie. So there's your event deck. Those are your options. So for those of you who are going to go for the ultimate form, I wish you all the best of luck. I will not. This stuff's getting to be ridiculously expensive and a pain in the butt to get. And I'm currently sitting on 8 of these already, and I can tell you right now, they are not easy to obtain. Oh, that was the other thing. Yes. In this event, you will also keep your Master Collection and Ultra Rare again. So they are using souls to create the ultimate form card. So that is a bonus. I did not look at that either. What will dispel chaos? So those are your cards that will dispel chaos. So I guess if you had no choice, you could at least put Evergreen Evelyn in there. At least she's a green card. And she'll dispel chaos for you. Really? You dispel chaos? I didn't even pay attention. Yep, I don't even have a warden that dispels chaos. So there you go. There's your event. And good luck to everyone.